the story so far. Agent 47 and his handler Diana Burnwood are the world's top assassins working for the ICA. When all of their recent missions turn out to be contracts for a shadow client, things take an unexpected turn. All their targets have been operatives in an invisible organization known as Providence. Providence has infiltrated the highest echelons of power and secretly owns our world. The shadow client wages a silent war against them. And so the Constant, Providence's enigmatic controller, seeks Diana out. His request: track down and eliminate the shadow client. In return, he offers something irresistible: the truth of 47's lost origins. Neither know that the man they hunt is 47's childhood friend. And unlike 47, he remembers everything.
No hostile presence.
Understood. Alma Reynard's house is just up the beach. Our intel indicates that she and her team are laying low, most likely planning the militia's next strike.
Reynard is one of the Shadow Client's top lieutenants, and yet she's not a target.
Not yet, anyway. She's no doubt high on our client's list, but for now, it's information we seek. Infiltrate the house and get us a lead on the Shadow Client. Up for some B&E, 47.
On my way.
Good aim. Now, according to the local home security provider, the house is equipped with multiple cameras placed around the perimeter. I suggest you get...
Bodies. Male and female. Early 30s. Executed.
I see them. Poor bastards. Looks like Reynard's grisly handiwork, all right. She was never shy about collateral damage.
The owners?
Don't think so. The house is registered to a non-existing environmental NGO. This feels more like identity theft. Like you, Reynard is known to use disguises. Keep looking, 47. Nothing we can do for these people now.
Kiora, Ari from Kiwi Repair here. So you're back in town.
Found something. Looks like research reports. Berlin, Shanghai. Every major militia strike since Thomas Cross's kidnapping. Looks like Reynard had a hand in all of them.
All in the past, I'm afraid. Keep looking, 47.
Found something. A file on Rupert Pierce, founder of Dynasty Global.
The world's largest internet retailer. If Pierce is a Providence operative, he's likely on the Shadow Client's hit list. But it's not what we came for. Keep looking, 47. "47. That computer. See if you can't access it. Encrypted. Assuming there's a key, Reynard wouldn't just leave it lying around. Nicely done, 47. Should allow you to move more freely. Here we go. For the office computer, no doubt. Appears Reynard's cell is launching another strike. Those are sewer maps of a residential area in Wellington. Well, there's nothing we can do about it now. Our priority is the Shadow Client.
I'm in.
Hurry. I'm detecting movement up the road. A motorcade, possibly Reynard's.
Uploading the data.
Hold on. Receiving now. Nothing on the Shadow Client or the other cells. No names or aliases. I doubt she even knows whom she's working for. Wait, here's something. A message from Robert Knox of Kronstadt Industries. And by the sound of it, he's a Providence operative.
A defector.
Well, well, well. Client won't like this one bit.
And you can't wait to tell him. They're back. Multiple hostiles.
I see them. Damn. Okay, we've got all we're going to get. Go to stage 2, 47. Eliminate Reynard, and preferably without raising suspicion. One step ahead of the Shadow Client for once. Let's keep it that way.
Ugh, I thought this night would never end. What a snobfest. And I even missed out on the action.
I'm sorry you had to endure all that free champagne and cello music, Orson. What can I say? You really took one for the team.
Well, I say stick to what you know.
Highly trained from Japan, Kronstadt Industries' much-hailed surgery robot, nicknamed the Spider, has lost its first patient on the operating table. The Janus medical facility has released a statement insisting that the tragic incident was due to human error. Nevertheless, this comes as bad news for the consumer tech giant, which is still reeling from last year's PR disaster, where stolen Kronstadt...
Mr. Donovan.
Exactly what to do.
Do it swiftly and without question, and your wife and children go free, unharmed. Refuse or hesitate, and your family dies. Attempt to signal or warn anybody, and your family dies. Do we have terms? Not very convincing, Mr. Donovan. Take a deep breath and try again. Much better. Now, you will take the stairs up to the rooftop helipad where Pierce is taking his morning jog. You will inform his guards that you are delivering an urgent message. You will approach Mr. Pierce. You should be close to the edge. The life of your boss for the life of your wife and daughters. Shouldn't be much of a choice, even for a workaholic. Do you understand me? Very good. Now, go. If I don't hear sirens from downtown London in 5 minutes, your family suffers the consequences. Best of luck, Mr. Donovan. We thank you for your sacrifice.
Gerard, we're turning in. Right outside the door. You know what I'm forced to invite a party at the Prime Minister's house. Meanwhile, buying sewer alone. During a cello. Maybe you don't expect to see you around much. Father, is that it? While everyone hides somewhere else, we grab them our energy, sedate them, and we're gone. We're just touched the barn, about 20 miles. We're not gonna hurt you. Not so much because it's cold. It's yours to be a hero. Yeah, and that's the difference. Providence can't take us soft. Take the whole plan. But the folks that go with us, Peter say a lot of ground.
Fantasy fans, the upcoming Cassandra Snow.
Target down. Well done, 47. Now get off the property.
The 6th installment in the record-breaking teen fantasy franchise, which
And this just in downtown London, a man has allegedly plummeted to his death from the headquarters of Dynasty Global, the world's largest internet retailer. While the identity is unconfirmed, several eyewitness tweets claim that the deceased is none other than Nicholas Pierce, Dynasty's founder and CEO. We will keep you updated as this story develops. I am Pam Kingsley, GNN News.
The Mercs have discovered your boat, 47. They're on high alert, combing the beach for intruders. Proceed with caution. No way to get past them unnoticed. I suggest you cause a distraction, 47, and make it a loud one. It's official. New Zealand paid off. The client has given us carte blanche. Hunt down the militia by any means necessary.
A week ago, Providence was a threat. How did you swing the board?
The board are practical people, 47. A blank check is hard to turn down. Besides, the Shadow Client's war on Providence is causing a global panic. Someone will need to stop the militia. Might as well be us.
And the man on the train? You never told them about his offer.
Taking a contract for personal gain is against ICA regulations.
Sodas would have been proud.
Is that a sense of humor, 47? Whatever next? Crying at the movies?
Why are you doing this?
I know what it's like to have everything taken from you. He claims to know about your past. Your childhood, your memories, everything Altmaier stole from you.
And you trust him?
About as far as I can throw him. But this is our best lead in 20 years. I say it's time we break a few rules. Good afternoon, 47. Your destination is the annual Global Innovation Motor Race in Miami, Florida. After analyzing the data from Reynard's computer, the case is clear. The Providence defectors are Robert and Sierra Knox, head of robotics developer Kronstadt Industries. A visionary inventor and technological innovator, Robert Knox has spearheaded Kronstadt Industries to the bleeding edge of technological development. His equally brilliant daughter, Sierra, is not only a financial wizard, but also a fiercely competitive race car driver, with a fiery temper to match. Kronstadt enjoys enormous popularity with global consumers. However, few are aware that the company is also one of the world's leading suppliers of next-gen military tech. Last year, despotic ruler Jin Po employed prototype Kronstadt drones against peaceful civilian protesters in the now infamous Tungan Valley incident. And although it has yet to be proven, there is little doubt that the Knoxes personally brokered the deal, making them complicit in a war crime. It is unclear why the Knoxes would betray their masters, but likely the fear of being next on the Shadow Client's hit list pressured them to cut a deal with the enemy. Undoubtedly, with Kronstadt Industries on their side, the militia will increase their attacks tenfold, and so our contract obligates us to retire Robert and Sierra Knox and contain the damage they may inflict on Providence. I will leave you to prepare. Welcome to Miami, 47. The innovation race is on its last day, and it is down to the wire. Thousands of eager fans are gathered for the final laps of this unexpectedly close race. Sierra Knox is expertly piloting her red Kronstadt car. Her father, Robert Knox, roams the nearby expo building where Kronstadt is showcasing its new prototype car. The Kronstadt RK Mark III has seen fierce competition from the Chinese Kowloon Heavy Industries' new racer. Moses Lee, CEO of Kowloon, has taken a dominant lead and looks invincible. The stakes are as high as they can get.
just above the right front wheel.
Jim, it's me. I'm here now, ready to meet up with Sierra Knox. Yeah, after the race. I've just got to pick up the documents from my van, but I had to knock out a guy and steal his flamingo outfit. Now I can't find my car keys. Yeah, I know it's dumb. I think I lost them in the scuffle, but the real mascot is still over there. If I don't get them, I've got no evidence. Bye-bye money. I don't know. I need to figure something out. Talk soon.
Have you seen my mascot outfit? Oh, my head is killing me.
The race is entering its final lap, 47.
Wow, this really hurts. Did you see him? The guy that jumped me and grabbed my outfit?
After the race.
47. The race is over. Sierra will be coming off the track any time now.
#1 in Miami. Once again, Chinese racing flexes its muscles on the U.S. races.
Really brings out your eyes. Miss Knox informed me you'd be here. She asked to make sure you brought the documents. So, did you bring the documents?
I have the papers right here.
Excellent. Come on in. Have a seat or something. I'll let Miss Knox know you're here.
So far, so good, 47. Now, let's see where this meeting is headed.
Keep your clothes on, folks. Please.
So, It's a great outfit. Thinking it must get pretty warm in there, though.
It's insulated.
Huh. Imagine that. I guess it would have to be if you're supposed to wear it for hours and hours every day. Do you know, get to use it at home? For parties and things like that, I mean.
No.
Right. I have a friend who's into that sort of thing. Cosplay, assuming imaginary identities. He says it's very liberating.
There's a guy here.
Takes him out of the stress of everyday life and work, you know?
Not really.
Yeah, I guess it's different when you do it for a living.
Got it.
How's the pay?
Sufficient.
Nice. Okay, good talk.
Hey, Flamingo guy. Miss Knox is on her way. Grab a seat somewhere. She'll be here as soon as she can.
So, Mr. I never did catch your name.
Names are for friends.
Very well. Straight to the point in all business. Walk with me.
Where are we going?
Don't worry. What am I gonna do? Kill you in broad daylight. I just want a bit of privacy here. Not about to do sensitive business like this in front of an audience.
Good idea.
So just to get this straight, you claimed in your email to have somehow found internal reports that show Kronstadt's involvement in the Tungan Valley massacre.
Sounds about right.
Let's be clear. You and I are having this meeting because my father doesn't need to know about this. It's just another undesired distraction. I don't care if the information is true or false. I don't care if it mentions moving money from the Nexus project into Tungan Valley damage control, as you claimed in your correspondence. I do care about protecting my father, which is why you and I are now here.
I see.
Have a nice day.
Leave me alone for a few minutes, guys.
Sure thing, Miss Knox. If you need us, just call. We're right around the corner.
So here's the deal. You hand over the documents and leave, and that's the end of it. And you will do that now. So here are the two possible outcomes of this meeting.
Target down. Next up, Robert Knox.
Yeah, that's right, Birdman. Nobody messes with Kronstadt. You're lucky you're not extinct.
Listen to that. No toast over, and the crowd is going nuts down here in Miami. This is a race that will go down in history. Unforgettable drama. What more could anyone possibly want? Let's hear it for our champion, and let's get the party started!
here at the Miami Global Innovation Race.
Called for assistance, but for now I need you to stay still.
Oh, my head.
I hope you have found it fascinating. Please feel free to take a look around or...
Sir, you need clearance to pass through.
Don't know. This is my first gig. Never been in Eevee races before, but it sure is loud.
Yeah, rubber ducks. Straight up.
It's a beautiful vehicle, that's for sure. I understood from the briefing earlier that we're just supposed to grab him if something happens to it. No poking around the engine or anything like that.
Knox is a genuine technical genius. He's really protective about his projects. Prefers to fix everything himself, apparently. Don't worry about grabbing him. If anything goes awry, you'll see him down here as fast as lightning.
Gotcha.
Robert Knox has a race car on display in the expo building. The show staff is under strict instructions to summon him at any sign of malfunction. Apparently, Knox trusts no one to fix his car but him. Perhaps it's time to poke around under the hood, 47. They do say one should never mess with another man's wheels.
What is that stuff, anyway?
I think some of the teams are using it to increase car sales. I heard a few Kronstadt mechanics talking about it the other day. Something about Knox not wanting to use it because she wants to win on her own.
Imagine that. Isn't that illegal?
I don't know. Knox ordered them to put it here, so they asked me to put it here. So I just did that. Not touching it again.
Sounds like a good idea.
Guardalo, è ancora lì che parla a bordo campo. Orlo a pianino. Penso stia per chiedere un cambio di giocatori o... Sì, stanno cambiando le tattiche. Era morito dall'arbitro. Un appoggio. Vabbè, questo pelato non l'avete detto. Dici? Basta vedere. Aspetta qualche secondo, prende la rincorsa e non ce la fa.
And done.
Good to see you, sir.
Good. I dare say this should get Knox's undivided attention.
Hey, stay safe.
Let's just try to get this started again. Mr. Knox? Yeah, it's Smith down at the expo. Listen, Walthrough's making some, well, just odd noises. Can you come? Great. All right. Yep. Yeah, I'll be here.
That is Ted Mendez, one of the country's most influential military-grade moneymen. This must be connected to Kronstadt.
Phil? It's Ted here. Just returning your call before heading over to the expo building to meet Knox for the new combat android presentation. No, not yet. I'm letting him stew a little. The guy's a genius and one of a life, desperately lacking any discipline or respect for other people. Last time I tried to have a meeting with him, he had me sitting in a room for 4 hours before canceling. I'll head up when I feel like it. All right, I'll call you after the presentation. Speak then.
Ted Mendez, a defense funding consultant with the US military, is scheduled for a private demonstration of a new Kronstadt robotics project. Sounds like a way to get up close and personal with Robert Knox, 47.
How are you today, sir?
Mr. Mendez, good to see you, sir. The demonstration is scheduled to take place on the upper floors. Please feel free to use the stairs right over there.
Looking good, man.
Mr. Mendez? Right this way, sir.
Hello, HR? Yes, it's Ben Wheeler down at the Bayside Center.
Ah, Ted, good to finally see you. Guess traffic was rough. Ah, never mind. Let me show you everything. I'm gonna say something provocative now, Ted. War is going out of fashion. It's dirty, it's just plain bad PR. Nobody wants to exchange their children and loved ones for flags and medals anymore. The glory is gone, Ted. But, luckily, Kronstadt has a solution for that. Imagine this. Android infiltrators operating in the field, disguised and fully embedded, ready to strike at a moment's notice. Indestructible robotic operators who can infiltrate the deepest sanctuary of any adversary, striking an unseen fatal blow, a surgical tool for a blunt world. Imagine an army of them, fully equipped android medics seeking out wounded servicemen and injured civilians, bringing them to safety or patching them up then and there. Android pilots delivering payloads deep inside enemy territory with uncanny precision and minimal collateral damage. All right, Mendez, it's very straightforward. Let me show you. I just pick any of the pictures on the desk, then I use the scanner to upload biometric data, and Palace will do the rest.
Target acquired. WB.
Obviously, the final system won't rely on you manually feeding it biometric data. This is still a prototype. This is a pivotal moment in modern conflict solution, Ted. Palace is entirely foolproof. All you need is to pick a photo from the table and scan it just like I showed you. It's perfectly safe. Go ahead. Make my day. Mendez, I don't have time to play games. Come on back here.
Greetings, sir.
Collecting pictures of celebrity entrepreneurs now 47? What are you thinking?
Long time no see. All you need is to pick a photo from the table and scan it just like I showed you. It's perfectly safe. Go ahead. Make my day. We're ready, Mendez. Pick any...
Target acquired. Robert Knox.
Damn it.
Targets down. Well done, 47. Head for an exit, and we'll speak again soon.
How you been?
Berlin. Shanghai. Montreal. We're bleeding operatives. Panic spreading, and now we are axing our own?
Knox was a traitor. He would have caused incalculable damage.
And he won't be the last. This is exactly what the enemy wants. We need to fight the sickness, not the symptom.
And I have just the tool for the job.
Right. The Burnwood woman. Eric Soders warned you about her, didn't he? The Crusader.
I can handle Miss Burnwood. Everyone hates power until you offer them some.
You ought to know.
IZA speaks the enemy's language. We need them.
And once we don't?
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Fact remains, we are shadowboxing. We need to know who we are up against.
I was getting to that. His name is Lucas Gray, the late Mr. Cobb's head of security. Cobb was ground zero, first of our operatives to die. It had to be one of his staff, someone with military training and access to the plane.
Grasping at straws.
Gray is a mercenary, a veteran of every backwater tragedy you've ever ignored on the 5 o'clock news. Chechnya, Sierra Leone, the list goes on, but before '89, nothing. No records of any kind.
Ah, come on. CIA, KGB, plenty of spies went dark.
After the curtain was lifted, I cast a very wide net. Lucas Gray simply does not exist.
If you're all quite done wetting yourselves with excitement, I couldn't give two shits where he came from. I only want to know one thing.
How does he know about us?
I swear to God, this hearts and flowers crap will get us both killed. Can't you see? Your so-called friend is working for them now. He's not the man you knew.
This is his fight too, Olivia. Even if he doesn't realize it. Like it or not, 47 is our last and only lead on the partners. He needs to remember.
He's coming for us. And unlike you, he won't hesitate.
Just get me inside. Rico, I need a favor.
Good morning, 47. Our Providence contact has shared the identity of the Shadow Client, a former mercenary and bodyguard by the name of Lucas Gray. His past is a black void, but our analysts are digging deep. Meanwhile, we've had a breakthrough of our own. Comparing the malicious attack patterns with globe-rotation routes, we've figured out how Mr. Gray and his paramilitaries move around the world undetected. They're using the distribution network of the Delgado cartel, Colombia's biggest drug manufacturer. Clearly, Gray must have struck a deal with the Delgados. Consequently, if we can cripple the cartel, we can severely limit the militia's strike range. But to do so, we need to slay a three-headed serpent. Sociopathic cartel head Rico Delgado and his two closest lieutenants, PR guru Andrea Martinez and savant chemist Jorge Franco. With equal parts guts and guile, Rico Delgado runs a thriving billion-dollar criminal empire. The word is, the brutal and volatile cartel head is hell-bent on becoming the #1 drug lord in the world. To achieve this, Martinez, a childhood friend of Delgado's, has been buttering up state leaders and decision-makers, paving the way for an expansion of the Delgado logistics network, while the brilliant but aloof and antisocial Franco has been hard at work developing a new type of super cocaine. So, three of Colombia's most infamous crime lords inhabiting a decidedly hostile environment. I will leave you to prepare. Welcome to Colombia, 47. The remote village of Santa Fortuna awaits you deep inside the Colombian rainforest. An iron-fisted Delgado cartel rules over the village and its surroundings. Security around Santa Fortuna and the closed-off cartel compound is extremely tight. Armed sicarios patrol the streets of the village, ready to enforce harsh punishments to those who do not comply. Rumors persist of hidden transportation cave systems connecting the village, the cartel compound, and the hidden coca fields beyond. It is a rare occurrence to have all three cartel leaders present in the village at the same time. Expect that all targets are protected by scrupulous killers, armed with automatic weapons. Rico Delgado inhabits his fortified mansion on the outskirts of the village, while Andrea Martinez can be found in her village office or around Santa Fortuna itself. And Jorge Franco is engaged in development of a new drug in his field laboratory. Happy hunting, 47. So, the ever-classy Rico Delgado has commissioned a statue of himself to adorn the village square. Today's unveiling ceremony will feature a local band, and Rico Delgado will attend in person. I suggest you take a closer look, 47. This should be a unique opportunity to engage Delgado outside the walls of his compound.
Mr. Rodriguez, what can we do? See the photograph? Rico Delgado jumping down to us dirty villagers to unveil some ridiculous statue?
Sure. I was at the bar last night and the band were really good. Both with the music and...
¿Qué hubo, pues?
But my husband told me no better thing than singing.
So that's why Martinez and Delgado sicarios are running around like headless chickens. Must grind her gears to finally know how things go.
I'm sure they're fine. Probably stuck out somewhere, you know? Martinez is fine. He always gets somewhere.
Does that foundation look entirely stable for you?
Well, I'm not Mason, but... No. No, it doesn't. It looks to be a little crumbling around the edges.
That's rico, eh? Know what I'm saying?
Are you loco? Think about the boss like that, or you will go straight to the hip holding bed.
Time to go water the roses. I'll be right back.
You really shouldn't be drinking that much while you're working, man.
Sorry, Jefe, but I'm in the middle of something and you need to leave. Please.
That is Andrea Martinez, the Delgado cartel PR officer and public face.
You there? What is the status? Tell me something good here.
I'm afraid it is not great news, Miss.
on, Steve.
Alright, so it's a little crooked. That's not going to kill anyone.
Well, that's not the only thing. The band had a bit of a party last night, and most of them are missing. You really can't start the ceremony without them.
Unbelievable. I want this situation taken care of. You understand? I'm heading back to my office now, but I'll be back soon, and you had better have your shit together. Rico is not going to like this.
My husband nearly lost his arm when that winch broke, but I think he's on the mend now. He got lucky, I guess.
So what happened?
He says it's better if I don't know. The Delgado cartel is very sensitive around it. Some sort of secret project. I think they're building something big down in the caves. The problem is he's essential to the project, and now we have sicarios hanging around our house. They wanted to go back as soon as possible.
Sure sounds like you have a lot on your plate at the moment.
Tell me about it. I've got to go home and finish the washing. I'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, you're that Mateo guy's wife, right? Mr. Delgado is very interested in learning more about his status. How's he doing? Still alive?
No thanks to you and your lousy safety.
I need some time alone here. Yes, a grown man can cry. Now go now.
Got it?
Fine.
Senor,
I understand.
I'm in the middle of
You'll
something
be there
here.
when you
So I just need a
recover.
minute.
Good.
You're back. Where'd you go?
I talked to him. And he told me he'll be waiting for you at the bar. I wish your uniform.
I'll stay for it, listen.
That is P-Power. Real name, Paul Powers. Celebrity tattoo artist and reality TV star.
The Delgado Mansion. Just knock on the front gate, they said. And then what? Walk in and tattoo the world's most notorious cartel boss.
I can see how that's not easy.
I heard he kills people. Just for fun. Imagine what he'd do to me if I messed up.
Oh, sure, he's dangerous. But it's his wife you need to look out for, caballero.
I'm a dead man.
Oh, you're that guy who got injured, right? Didn't expect to see you back here so quickly.
I heal quickly.
Pues muy bien. It's nice to see you again. Here's the key to the basement.
You have to get the hell out of here. I'm stuck in some tequila bar. In the middle of nowhere. I can't get out. Dexy, send help.
That one was huge. Hey, it was like a fucking brick shithouse.
That's not right. There's some kind of paranormal shit going on here.
Do you know the kinds of these facilities like this?
Do you think that the boss will be happy with the entire world?
An underground cave system with a submarine. This must be what ties the militia and the cartel together, 47.
Up and about again.
Listen, Rico really wants to see the submarine. Are you ready to do the demo run?
So you finally installed the limiter on the engine. About time, if you ask me. Can't believe it broke the hoist.
Yeah, wasn't exactly happy to poke around that beast after what happened to the chief engineer.
I'm ready for the demo. Can you call Rico, please?
Okay, amigo. I'll get right to it.
That Delgado guy really likes his toys to go fast, doesn't he?
Parece que sí. If it's me, in the games. The sub's ready for the demo. Come on down, man. It's looking beautiful.
Well, sub-project obviously. So the engine limiter has been reinstalled and fitted as requested? Don't want to repeat your accident, ¿verdad?
Right. That would be terrible. Thanks for the tip.
What's the situation here? Is my baby ready to get her feet wet or what? There she is. What a beautiful thing to behold, huh? I don't think that I have ever in my life seen anything as gorgeous as this, honestly. This is a real game changer.
Well. Look who's back on his feet again. Good to finally meet you in person. I guess the accident wasn't that serious after all.
I've caused worse.
I like your style. But enough screwing around. Get that engine pouring. I want to see how much power this baby holds.
I'll do my best, Mr. Delgado.
Good thinking, 47. Delgado will want to see this beast in action, up close and personal.
All right, my friend. You made this boat spacious enough to hold, what, 10 tons of cargo?
We have increased the cargo capacity of the submersible to the required specifications, Mr. Delgado.
So, theoretically speaking,
How many armed men could we ship around in this thing? On top of all the drugs we're exporting worldwide?
Around 6, sir.
10 tons of pure white and 6 soldiers. That is truly something else.
It's like a submersible party bus, sir.
Ah, the sound of that engine running. Smooth like a hummingbird. You know what? I want to hear this mountain lion roar, my friend. Give him more power.
Yes, sir.
What's the range increase? Will we be able to go anywhere now?
As long as you're traveling by water, yes.
Yeah, is that some sort of engineering joke?
I suppose so, yes.
But don't quit your day job.
Hey, is that all you got? Come on, did I just dump 3 tons of cash into an empty pit here? Crank it up, man.
If you say so, Mr. Delgado.
Delgado has been eliminated. Nicely done.
Then what do we do?
It's the whole fucking point of it.
Martin is going to talk to the shaman so urgently. Why doesn't he accept?
Raro.
She's got a lot on her mind. The construction of the new plant has been stalled for days now because of what they found there. She needs him to cleanse the place.
But why do I have to go get him?
Ha! Scared of getting harassed from touching all the poisonous plants he grows in there? Or ruin your precious complexion or something?
You better watch your attitude, Parse. The Taitai has great spiritual power, and I respect our traditions enough not to screw around with that. Comprende?
Well, Parse, if you don't get him over the construction site, Martina Topiras to lo piraña.
Raise the moment, friend. Let the sounds and lights of your surroundings caress your mind and spirits.
So they're literally blind? I could do all kinds of things in front of them, and they wouldn't see anything?
Their vision has turned inwards, yes. Are you ready to try it out yourself?
I'm getting all kinds of ideas here. Hey, you don't happen to have a magic marker, do you? Don't call me the prank master for nothing.
I'm afraid not.
Damn it.
Another traveler finds his way here in search of a spiritual relief. Really? The eyes of the spirits.
I don't think it's quite there yet, do you? Like, I think you missed a few herbs. Like, pretty sure you added more to the first batch for the others.
I'll see what I can add to make it more to your tastes.
What is happening? No, 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 no! I need my guide! I need my guide! Please! Oh, no, 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 I need my guide!
Get out of the way! I gotta hurl! Oh, you've gotta be kidding me.
It's all shit. Why is there so much shit
Oh man,
everywhere?
this is going straight out to all my social channels. Hey, smile, bro.
Taita, good to see you here. Your hermano sent you.
Welcome, Taita. Miss Martinez is waiting for you in the office upstairs. Go right in.
¿Cómo estás?
Well, well. The famous shaman decides to show up after all. I'm pleased to finally put a face to the myth. I was beginning to think you didn't exist, what with your not replying to any of my inquiries.
I've been looking forward to meeting you, Miss Martinez.
All right. I need you to get over to the construction site on the outskirts of the village. The workers there uncovered a pile of old bones and they've taken the opportunity to grab some undeserved recreational time. I need you to go over there as soon as possible and wave your magic wand or do an interpretive dance or whatever it is you do.
I can do that.
You can walk with me if you don't know the way. Otherwise, I'll see you there. Just don't take too long. I'm an important person and have many things to do. I will not wait around.
Very well.
I haven't been to the construction site in some time, actually. It would be good to get to see all right.
Standards, that's for sure.
What?
Nice day.
You heard the news about the Moreno. How they had 15 guys in lockup in Mala, and yet all of them worked 2 hours.
Taita,
What's
my
up,
father
yo?
told me of the purification ritual you perform on a lad.
Look, that's the Taita. Isn't that a Taita? Shaman. He's here for the cleansing ritual.
Excuse me, but it really freaks me out when people stand too close to me. You mind taking a couple of steps back, eh? Taita, so good to finally have you here. You have been sorely missed.
Happy to be here.
So, here's the problem. We're digging some holes for the foundation, and we come across these, well, bones, I guess. Turns out they're human, and the workers seem to think they're part of some old grave.
Sounds likely.
Yeah. So now, they're on strike. Won't work until the site is cleansed. This is where you come in, you know? You can help us out.
I'll do my best.
Excelente. Muchísimas gracias.
Okay, everyone, come on. The Taita's here to perform his ritual of cleansing. Everybody gather up. Come on, come on.
Más hombre.
All right, Taita.
How are you?
The stage is all yours. Cleanse away.
He floats angelic, untouched by human. It's true. Thank you for your spiritual leadership and guidance to
The site is clean now.
Spirits. Taita. It was a beautiful ritual.
Excellent.
Thank you.
A beautiful ritual. That's the worthwhile endeavor we are pursuing. There are deep now, expertly moved onto the afterlife by your Taita. I am going to
Bueno, muchachos, time to get back to work. Let's warm up the new cement mixer. That beauty will cover up any human remains in seconds. Nobody will ever disturb the dead down there again.
Nicely done. Looks like the foreman is going to tour the site and show some of the machinery to Andrea Martinez. This might be your chance, Watson.
I am eager to get this site back on track, Mr. Rodriguez. I'd love to know what is at stake.
Señorita Martínez, Very much aware. I will drive the men hard to get things done.
Excellent. Mr. Delgado needs to have the plant up and running very soon.
Ted,
Martinez is down. Good work.
Get in trouble.
You will end up 6 feet under if you keep acting like a dude.
You guys are a bunch of superstitious pussies.
I'm giving up, bro. There's no way we're finding a red box full of circuit boards out here.
Said he drop it near here. Franco doesn't get it. His fancy cocaine processing machine won't work.
Fancy machine, my ass. It's a giant lump of metal inside a shed. Either way, the box is gone.
Shit. What is it? I think you're right.
Damn right I am.
So, it sounds like the Delgado's helicopter pilot dropped a package over the jungle by mistake. A red box containing circuit boards for Jorge Franco's new cocaine processing machine. Sounds like a workplace accident waiting to happen, providing Franco can get his machine working.
Should probably check that out. Go have a look, okay?
Okay, entendiendo.
Hombre.
I'm telling you, the ways of the Book of Life was handed down to us by our great what?
Can't wait to tell my friends about that.
All I know is that you met with nature at your own peril. You remember what happened with the right? And where are they now?
Fácil.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like 7 nightmares.
Bien, ok. ¿Qué hubo, pues?
I heard from my uncle who lives in Bogota that White Stallion is making a killing, but he's destroying the entire competition.
Good show, 47. Time to bring Franco down to size.
Huh? The machine is working now?
Look at how smoothly it's running. This will change everything. Everything. You suddenly overcome.
Yeah. So, this is what happens when focus is applied alongside proper work ethics.
This is the future.
Well, why are they still standing here? Surely they can see the machine is working perfectly now. We have no need for them anymore. They are excused to go back home to their sad little lives in the village. That is all. Guard, please escort these people from the room. We want to be alone in here.
All right, everyone. Follow me.
This is a restricted area.
Dígame, ¿qué pasa? ¿Qué está pasando?
Hey, saw this guy going into this place that it wasn't allowed to go into, and now we're getting kind of upset.
Tranquilo, tranquilo. I'll take over from him.
You, the machine, goes more bad than good.
Hey, seen anything, I don't know, weird or something? Maybe a guy that you don't like? No? Okay, just let me know if you see something, okay?
Someone still needs to pick the leaves and trample the board and all those kind of things. It's perfect. No longer will we have to deal with those people out there. Just this marvelous mechanical contraption, and it's up.
All targets neutralized. This should paralyze the cartel. Excellent work, 47. Now head for an exit.
Look at this. Say something. I felt like I was the luckiest guy in the world. Yeah, but I don't know how to do it.
Franco's something of a daredevil, isn't he? I mean, I keep seeing him skating around.
Status. Cumbia assignment successful. Tactical targets neutralized. Militia transport network disabled. Location of primary target unknown. Team chasing several leads. End message, encrypt and send.
I'm not as strong as you. They have to pay for what they did.
It needs to stop. You need to stop.
If my source checks out, we can prove the board knew about the chemical leaks. We'll have grounds for a retrial.
It won't make a difference. They're too powerful.
They're not the devil, Nancy. Just a company. They're not above the law, don't you see? This is bigger than James. Those bastards killed 80 people.
And they got away with it. Think about what that means.
No one's untouchable.
No one's untouchable.
Diana!
Coming! Mom? Dad?
We got what we came for. Move out.
Good evening, 47. The militia has released a hostage tape, outing the existence of Providence to the world. This was a fatal mistake, and our analysts are tracing its origin as we speak. In the meantime, we have a lead on Lucas Gray's top lieutenant. Turns out the Delgado cartel's counterfeiting unit was creating fake IDs for the militia, and one operative in particular stands out, Wazir Kale, an infamous South China Sea pirate better known by his nom de guerre, the Maelstrom. The Maelstrom and his cutthroat band of outlaws were the scourge of the shipping industry in the post-recession years. But his reign of terror came to an end with the disastrous 2014 hijacking of the supertanker Francis King. Chinese elite forces stormed the ship, resulting in the deaths of a dozen sailors and most of the Maelstrom's crew. But Kale slipped away unseen. The Maelstrom's connection to Gray is unknown, but we believe it was he who carried out the audacious killing of a Providence CEO in Shanghai, along with two reactivated members of his old pirate gang, Vanya Shah, a shady figure in Mumbai's criminal underworld, and Dawood Rangan, the gang's old cashier turned producer. Shah, Rangan, and the Maelstrom form Lucas Gray's Eastern Cell. They are a crack strike team, and stopping them is our client's most pressing concern. Unfortunately, the elusive Maelstrom appears to have vanished into the seedy underbelly of Mumbai, the cradle of his criminal legend, and no one knows his whereabouts or what he currently looks like. So, a bandit queen, a showbiz charlatan, and one certifiable ghost. I shall leave you to prepare. Welcome to Mumbai, 47. One of the most densely populated cities in the world, 12 million people. If you wanted to disappear and hide from the world, this vast city is perfect. The maze-like sprawling slums offer secret paths and surprises around every corner. The elusive Maelstrom knows the city like the back of his own hand. Locating him will be a considerable challenge. A place to start could be the slums, where his former gang, the Crows, has recently risen from the ashes. Dawood Rangan will be easy to find in his half-finished tower, wrapping up his new film called Mumbai Hero. While Vanya Shah has ensconced herself in the overgrown remains of an old train yard. Your 3 targets call this labyrinthine part of the city home, so choose your approach carefully.
Taxi, let's go.
47. The street gang known as the Crows are on high alert. They seem to be on the lookout for potential assassins and will be suspicious of anyone they don't recognize. I suggest you are mindful. 47. Our intel suggests the Maelstrom is hiding somewhere in the city slums. I've marked the headquarters of the Crows on your map.
It's me. It is imperative you notify me as soon as Sgàil's barbershop is open again. He is an excellent source of information, and I want to make sure he understands who he's working for now. Signal me at once when the shop is open. That is all.
Acha, baat bata. Any idea why the boss wants to know when the barber shop?
Yeah. Saga, the barber, has a side business dealing in information. He basically has every snitch in the slums sharing the news with him. Boss wants him on our side. Barber even came down to the hideout to be shown a picture of the boss so he'd recognize him when meeting him.
Yeah, all this secrecy is so...
This barber is tangled up in some shady business, 47. But even more interesting, he may have seen a picture of the Maelstrom in the hideout of the street gang known as the Crows. That picture would be very helpful to our cause.
You know the boss. He says having this big identity is key to what he does. I honestly don't understand what he means.
Hey, I don't think I know you.
Whether the explosion was caused by a failed chemical experiment or the actions of the same terrorists responsible.
I cannot believe that would not have done.
I'm just saying that I could have been playing in the Premier League. My mind. I love my work, but part of me always wonders what it is.
Have you showed that picture to the barber?
Yeah. He was literally about to shit himself when we brought him down here.
Delving straight into the heart of darkness, 47. Good luck.
better by you. This is the first time something like this has ever happened to me. That's the honest truth.
A photograph and a note addressed to Sgàil the barber. This looks like a very recent picture of the Maelstrom. With this in hand, picking him out in a crowd should be possible. You could also investigate the barber shop and see what is going on there. "47? That man there. He resembles the Maelstrom. Try to get close to him for a visual ID.
What are you doing? You need to open the shop. There are people waiting outside already.
I can't remember what he looks like. The guy the crows wanted me to provide information to, you know. Their boss. They showed me his picture in their hideout 2 days ago. But I was so stressed out. I thought they were going to kill me or something. I can't remember his face. What if he shows up and I miss him?
Then you should go and explain it to them. They probably still have picture there.
What if they hurt me? What will happen to you? Or if they decide to burn down the shop like they did with that other guy with the metal recycling? I won't do it.
Pavin, I told you we would get into trouble with this snitching business. But you had to go and earn some easy money sharing information with the gangs. This is your mess. You fix it.
All right, 47. We're open for business. We know what the Maelstrom looks like and expect him to show up. Patience and shaving cream is what's on the menu now, 47.
Has anyone target? I have a job interview today and I desperately need him to shave me. Yes, Finally! You have no idea how important this shave is to
That is not the Maelstrom. That is not the Maelstrom.
Maybe later, sir.
Hey, I want a shave.
I'm sorry, sir. Not right now.
Chalo, bhai. Maybe next time then.
Not right now, sir.
Maybe tomorrow then.
No luck.
Hello.
I'm afraid I'm a little busy right now.
Nobody says no to me. Just you wait.
I'm afraid not, sir.
I understand.
Oi, Nai.
No, that wasn't him.
Maybe later, sir.
Hey! Hi.
Not right now.
साले काट के रख दूंगा तुझे.
That's too bad.
Just wait and watch.
Not right now, sir.
It looked like him, but that's not the Maelstrom.
Bicep. I like to get
It looks like him, but that's not the Maelstrom.
I'm afraid I'm a little busy right now.
47, that man by the counter. That's the Maelstrom. Well, looks like
Shop's
our
open,
patience
sir.
paid off. How about you invite him in for a close shave?
All right, I'm ready for my shave. Make it a close one. The tides are changing, my friend. Can you feel it in the air? My bones are creaking with joy at the prospect of what is about to happen.
I don't feel anything, I'm afraid.
You will, friend. You have an important task ahead of you, have you not? I sense that about you. Together, we will all release the shackles that have bound us far too long and rise up against those who seek to keep us down. Whether those are our friends or foes.
The infamous Maelstrom is dead. Very well done, 47. Let's finish this one. No rest for the wicked, however. On to the next one.
I think you dropped something there.
You gotta be...
Hello.
What you want? Beautiful colors. Oh, then. Are you interested?
The new foreman looked to be a dedicated one. He hasn't left the office since he got here.
Oh, no, that's not it. I was up there in the office when he came in. One of the cars told him the slum green.
I haven't met the new foreman yet. Is he better than the last one?
Pata nahi yaar. He's still in the office. I know Miss Shah is supposed to meet with him on the bridge and talk about how make you lazy workers do more. But so far, he hasn't come out.
Who are you calling lazy? I work.
Vanya Shah is eager to meet the new foreman of the Mumbai laundry business. However, the foreman has taken refuge in his office, unwilling to meet with her at this time. You might be able to use this to your advantage, 47.
15 hours every day.
Feeling the words of Sgàil. Hoping this new guy will be liberal with his life.
It's just plain sucks.
I don't know where the papers are. If I could just find them, it would make my life a little easier. But the old foreman, he hid them somewhere. If I knew why, I wouldn't have to look for them, would I? I just want to make sure I understand it.
And it's on.
I know what's going to be in the show. I'm not prepared. Let's just say I don't. All right. I'll never find those papers. Where the devil could he have hidden them?
I'm ready for my meeting with Miss Shah now.
Miss Shah's been waiting for this all day. The foreman's ready to meet up with Miss Shah on the bridge. We're heading there now. Follow me to the bridge.
Little people like us don't have a say in those things. We just do as we do.
Chal, get a move on. You're not on a break.
6, 7 hours?
Oh, Shane, work faster.
The boy with that has to face all kind of dangers in that world. And in the end, he has to make a choice of whether he wants to stay there. He's a prince in that world.
Aja, it's just through here. Miss Shah will be along soon. Better get your shit together if you don't want to end up like the old foreman. Samjha?
So, that's the new guy, huh? How long is he going to last, you think? A week?
Depends on what the Queen decides to do with him, I guess. He looks tough enough. Might last a week in the pits. Maybe even 2.
Maybe he's been working really hard on that report of his. Maybe we should actually keep him on.
I can't imagine that. He's in that little office of his all day, afraid to come out. I don't think he has what it takes.
That is Vanya Shah, self-appointed queen of the Mumbai slums.
The new foreman finally graces us with his presence. What do you have to report?
Well done, 47. You've managed to lure Vanya Shah out into the open. Anything could happen here.
I see a lot of dead weight.
I've made a similar observation. Tell me more.
Well, the objective is find the root of the problem, work to get close to it, and then eradicate it.
I like your thinking. How would you approach the tasks you see before you?
My usual method is prepare intensely, study the problem, learn everything I can, analyze all approaches. The idea is to gently nudge people to do what I want. And then, once the objective is in my sights, perfect execution.
Not afraid to spill some blood in the process.
Not at all. In fact, I find that happens quite often.
I like you, Foreman. I think this could be the beginning of a very fruitful relationship.
I aim to please, Miss Shah.
You think I don't see you down there, little ants? Scurrying about at your own pace? Taking unnecessary breaks? Drinking my water? Wasting my money? You have had it easy up until now. But your new foreman will bring some order to this rebellious behavior. The days of slacking are over. You hear me?
Confirmed kill on Vanya Shah. Excellent work, 47.
No way!
I think
That's
it's
me! You there, man? Somebody's being a pain in the ass.
All I need now is a killer.
Hey! Whoa! Get your fucking head in the game!
Jesus! I got it, okay?
"47. This is one of the Mumbai chawls. My records show a few residential complaints about a new tenant in the building. Something related to strange behavior. Might be worth looking into."
I tried to go up there to spy on his things, but he was already there. I'm wondering.
Singing in the shower.
Never get that scope adjusted with this horrible viewfinder. I would give for a world-class sniper rifle right now.
Well,
So bright. I'll never make the shot.
a local hitman known as the Kashmirian is in Mumbai on business. He set up a sniper nest in a tower above a stairwell in the local It appears he's targeting the luxury apartment belonging to Dawood Rangan, but has encountered a problem. Perhaps you can assist him. Good thinking, 47. Now, if we could only make Rangan appear in that window somehow. Karen Dar, aka the Kashmirian, was born in the US, but fled to his mother's native land, India, 20 years ago, following an FBI investigation into a string of serial killings in Texas. He adopted a new identity here, and now works as a gun for hire for local mobsters. But who would want Rangan dead?
Maybe he's a traveling salesman or something. Is the fan good to go? I know they're still trying to find the right lines for the shoot, but in case they do, we need to be ready with the deck.
I had to hack the controls to reduce the power output of the machine. I don't know where Ranga got this thing from, but it's powerful enough to blow the entire set from the roof.
Yeah, we don't need any accidents on this final shoot.
Oh, okay. What a waste of my time. I could have been writing poetry. Right. That's it. All right.
Yeah. I'm pretty good.
I mean, I'm a great dancer. I'm not.
Yeah, Command, there's some kind of fracas down here. I'm having a look around.
Nice.
Hello there, sir.
You there? Why are you just lingering there? Go and find the missing script.
I wish there was some way out of this mess. Maybe if I hit my own death. Just for a dead.
Mr. Hussein, go on upstairs and wait for Mr. Rankin. I'm sure he'll be there shortly. It's me. Just to let you know that the house artist is ready to continue painting.
Ah, Mr. Hussein, ready at last. Did you get a shave? Oh, well, never mind. Come with me to the lounge.
After you, Mr. Rankin.
Hi, mister. Hi. And how are you today, sir?
All right, 47. Let's see if the aim of our Kashmirian friend is true.
Magnificent use of colors and form. Kya baat hai. If the new piece catches my forceful nature like this, I will have nothing short of a masterpiece on my hands. I'll be the envy of everyone.
You know, what?
There was an unattended rescue just over there. It wasn't a problem.
Deal with it. You just hang back.
I heard you. You know, this
No way. A lot of future work.
That is Dawood Rangan, producer of mediocre movies and a full-time criminal. His brutality is overshadowed only by his giant
for a
ego.
moment, Mr. Rangan. That's the reason I told you I wouldn't pay for the commission, by the way. I'm not stingy. No, not at all. But if I'm already paying you in exposure, well, let's not overdo it, you know?
I prefer cash over exposure. Clench your fist, please.
Who doesn't? But sometimes, exposure can be worth more than just money. Because in this case, it's the gift that keeps on giving. Just wait and see. When you're done with this job, the contracts will be rolling in.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Rangan. Can you look up a bit? Thank you.
That shot came from the chawls. It looks like the Kashmirian finally got a clear line of fire. Dawood Rangan is dead, and not even by your hand, 47. What will you think of next? Mission completed. Time to find an exit.
Sniffing right over your crowd.
Amazing how the god managed to put together another epic, huh? I can't wait to see it.
Taxi, let's go, sir.
According to records, This was a youth correctional facility until 1962, when the estate was overtaken by an obscure Soviet research fund, the Institute for Human Betterment.
Looks deserted.
The place was abandoned after a fire in '89. Then, only a few weeks ago, it was acquired by an anonymous investor using cryptocurrency. It has to be Lucas Gray.
He's here.
Be careful, 47. The breadcrumbs were almost too easy to follow. It could be a trap.
Not a trap. An invitation.
You came home. I knew you would. You've come a long way, 47. And even now, you don't remember.
This place.
This was our prison, where Father trained us, shaped us into killers for Providence. Now, you don't remember. They ripped it out, you wiped it away, but I do. I remember everything.
You're a terrorist with nothing to lose. You'd say anything.
I know, it's difficult. You never miss your mark or question your function, but we made a pact. You and I. Do this, and we both lose.
There was an incident. That boy, he died.
He lived. Because of you. Don't you remember his name? You know this. Deep down, you know. What was his name?
Subject 6. Your name is Subject 6.
And what is our purpose?
To take them all down.
We were gonna tear it all down. The Institute, Providence, everyone who'd ever hurt us. We failed. The partners grew paranoid, made sure that Ortmeyer's children would never challenge them again. I'm the only one who got away unchanged. The only one left who remembers.
Ortmeyer was Providence.
Everything he did to us, everything he made us do, it all leads back to them.
I'm breaking more rules than I care to count, Mr. Gray. What's your play?
The partners hide behind a cloak of anonymity. Only one man knows their true identities. Your client, the top controller, the one they call the Constant. He is the key.
But he is untraceable. So what am I missing?
A man would come to the Institute. A man with a Providence pin. The first Constant. If we find him, if he's still alive, he's our way in.
You don't know who he is, but 47 does. That's what this reunion is all about.
Show them.
You're just gonna hand it over. Our one bargaining chip.
Olivia.
Fine. 47's memory was erased, irreversibly at the time. But after Ortmeyer's death, his estate was acquired by the Ether Corporation. And they made an antidote.
It's a long shot, I know.
This is not how it works. We don't just join the revolution. ICA is neutral. We don't take sides.
I hate to break it to you, lady, but neutrality is a side. It's the side of the status quo.
People have died. Civilians. You align yourself with terrorists, murderers.
Sometimes even monsters serve a purpose.
Look.
Enough. You have a choice. But I made mine a long time ago. I will finish what I started.
Subject 47. Most gifted of all my boys. So you're the pick of the litter. Tell me about the incident. The subject ran away. He and another boy. The instigator was punished accordingly. As were all the neighbors. My men did what needed to be done. It won't happen again. Bring your house in order, Doctor. You won't like the alternative.
I remember who he is.
Gentlemen, let's go over the plan. The first constant is none other than Janus, the legendary Cold War spymaster, a KGB senior officer and head of the 6th Column Special Branch at Lubyanka. Janus is a certified genius and expert of counterintelligence. He retired from the KGB in 1988 when he fell out of favor with the Kremlin and defected to the US. Shortly after, the Soviet Union collapsed. Now, it is unclear when Janus stepped down as the constant, but since 2004, he has been a resident of a quiet community in suburban Vermont. Mr. Gray.
Right, so here's the catch. As an elite KGB agent, Janus was trained to withstand interrogation and torture. No amount of pressure will force him to disclose information he doesn't want to. Instead, we will need to search his home for clues. But if Providence learns of our presence, the game is up.
So we frame Janus, make Providence think he was the real shadow client.
Correct. I will file a false ICA report, claiming to have traced a number of calls from Janus's house to the Institute in Romania. The case will seem clear. Mr. Gray was only a figurehead. Janus was pulling the strings all along, and by eliminating him, we will have neutralized the militia once.
However, for this subterfuge to work, you'll also need to deal with Janus's security detail. A Providence herald and former Secret Service agent by the name of Nolan Cassidy. Intel describes him as diligent and inquisitive, and we cannot risk that he contradicts our story to his employer.
Seems workable.
I certainly hope so. Everything depends on this next move, 47. You made this our fight. Now let's even the playing field. Whittleton Creek, Vermont. On the surface, a picture-perfect suburban dream. Wide roads, golden maple trees, and verdant lawns. Most residents here are white-collar professionals, ranging from university staff to government employees.
Most, but not all. Janus's unpresuming home is protected by a host of bodyguards, and intel shows that the fragile former constant rarely leaves the property.
Nolan Cassidy, on the other hand, roams the neighborhood streets. A recent arrival, the dutiful Providence Herald is busy making threat assessments and settling in with his security team.
Now remember, this is about more than just revenge. Janus is the key to bring down Providence. So get in there and find us a lead.
Good luck, 47. 47. I've marked your map with several points of interest. We're running this mission with very little upfront intel, but these locations could provide clues to help you obtain the information we need. Good luck.
Oh, geez, darling, I'm so hungry. Have you seen those beautiful patties back there? And Mr. Wilson just keeps standing behind the grill, even though there's clearly no more gas on it.
I know, it's weird. Why doesn't he go grab a new canister? I'm telling you, these new folks are strange. Did you see that Cassidy guy snooping around here? He's been looking at the party 3 times already. Why not just go inside? It's open to everyone.
Yeah, it's straight.
Wilsons are throwing a barbecue and everyone's invited. It sounds like Nolan Cassidy has some interest in the party as well, but for some reason, he's unwilling to go inside. Maybe you can help fix whatever's wrong in there, 47.
Oh, maybe he's a vegan? No, I don't trust a man who can't eat a red.
He might have a roll or tape or whatever it is that sort of thing uses. I'm sure he'd be delighted to lend you something.
That's very good.
Back in the day, Janus was known for his obsessive need to archive and keep memorabilia.
Oh, hi
If he has
there.
any microfilm in his
Welcome to
house,
our little
it might contain something interesting.
It's so lovely to see so many people here.
Hey, did you grab the pack of smokes that was thrown over the fence from the old guy's garden?
No, man. I'm trying to stop.
You know, I think someone in there is trying to help the old geezer stop as well. By throwing his coffin?
So, Janus smokes despite being dependent on an oxygen tank and his bodyguard's insistence on hiding his cigarettes. I wonder what might happen if he combined the two.
Nails over the fence? Seems pointless. There's no reason for him to kick that, but he's already so close to in the bucket. I say, let's let the old man smoke.
Have you seen that oxygen tank? It's a bit of a hard time to work. Well, you can't breathe. The boss says he wants to prep me to move it to a
Oh, hi
Charlie,
there.
you are such a fool.
Party.
How could you forget?
So lovely to see so many people
Wow.
here. It really is.
Look at that.
Feel free to get something to drink and look around. Wait, I know. They are some strange religious cult. No one's
Oh, hi. I'm on my way out. Bye.
Oh my God.
That's how they're making all their money.
Art? Nobody ever got rich by passing fine art to the
They were literally spitting out fakes left and right, making millions. And this looks like
No, it doesn't. Let's move on.
Welcome to our little garden party.
Look, you left and right here. Start serving people.
Hey there, big guy.
All right, folks. The food is ready.
That is Nolan Cassidy, former Secret Service agent and current Providence Herald. Cassidy is assigned to protect Janus. Let's hope he likes his food, 47.
Thank you. It's got a little kick to it.
Thank you very much. Oh no. I'm not gonna be able to hold it back.
You should try this.
Oh, okay. You need to see a doctor. Now.
Let me know if I can help you find anything.
last time I met someone who about their job.
Huh, strange.
Hey, you're sick. Okay, you really should see a doctor.
Hey, at least the seat's gonna be warm for you.
Okay. You stay here. I'll take a look.
Nolan Cassidy is down. Good work, 47. Janus awaits your attention. A recording of some sort. The note mentions another house. Perhaps Cassidy is using one of the vacant buildings as a base of operations, 47.
Stop that. Stand up. Show yourself unharmed, much appreciated. Sir, Mr. Cassidy. Okay? Go to Cassidy.
I can relate. The name's Charles Blake, and I love talking about He's been sitting there most of it. I don't know what he's reading, but it looks like it's the most interesting thing he's ever come across.
Your snow novel, maybe. Slivers of past shimmer, or something like that. See, my wife's reading it now. I can't get her to do anything around the house. No, it's a novel.
Huh? I think it's a journal or a diary. He's one of the security people working over at that old Russian guy's house. That's got to be something from the old man's archive. Oh.
Excuse me?
Well, tosses it out after reading. We can have a look.
Got some strange noises here. Looking into it. Over.
One of Janus's many diaries. He's apparently been the chairman of the Ark Society for years. He stepped down very recently, but is still attached to the Society. Well, 47, this is valuable information.
Listen, I swear I have a license for it. I just don't bring it with me. You can't just confiscate my property. I need it to get rid of an aggressively invasive mole in this poor old man's backyard.
Calm down, Demolition Man. Unless it's a flesh-eating mutant mole, you don't need explosives. We're gonna keep them safe. You produce that license, okay?
Ah, come on, man. It's standard procedure. You stuff the holes, and then you blow up the tunnel.
Say what?
I'm pretty sure civilization would have collapsed a long time ago.
God damn it.
How are you today?
Oh, just fine, Janus, darling. It's Saturday, so I've been making a lot of muffins for the town. You know how I love to spoil everyone.
You would have made a good Soviet citizen, Helen. The West could use more people like you. Kind, benign, altruistic.
Oh, well, I don't know about all that. I just feel like giving something back to the community that has given me so much. Speaking of which, when are you coming over? Your robe is ready.
Ah, excellent. I'm still a little sore, but maybe later if my mouth is cramping so much.
I would love that.
Me too. Anyway, I will let you get on with your baking. I will call you again later, perhaps.
All right, darling. No, it's fine. I love being completely stationary when you're blabbering on.
Say, wouldn't you like to come out to this dinner and join us, giving away all these wonderful muffins?
Oh, I'd love to, my darling, but I've got to do some sewing. Janus has a dressing gown that needs a few touch-ups, and he's getting anxious. Apparently he needs it for something soon.
You seem to have so
A
many
robe
things
for
going on.
Janus? What could he need that for?
How do you find the time?
Well, when you're retired, you can get an astonishing amount of things done.
Just fine, Mrs. West. They're moving fast.
They're going out there at the
One
moment.
guy out there in particular seems to really like it.
A ceremonial robe of some sort with a note from Janus attached. The note is interesting. Janus has asked Helen to do a few repairs on the robe before he leaves for his annual trip. He even put a date there. This is valuable information, 47.
Aha!
Say, Gunther, did you see my photograph?
Janus is looking for an old group photo. It might be interesting to see who's on it.
Janus.
Wait, what?
Cold War spymaster and the first Providence constant. I wonder how much he remembers. How little he cares.
Damn. No muffins. Of course.
Yo, bodyguard. Oof!
Relax. I need you. Not the sort of thing you want to leave lying around.
One of Janus's old microfilms. It might contain important information. All you need now is to find a device to read it on.
Say, what?
Oh boy! We gotta get that boy's legs insured.
Clearly, Janus is a meticulous man. This microfilm contains a lot of heavily redacted minutes from what appears to be a yearly event of some sort. Plenty of initials and project code names that don't ring any bells. Janus is mentioned by name throughout, however. This is a very important find, 47. Good work, 47. We now know Janus is meeting with the Constant at an event related to the Ark Society, and we have an approximate date as well. I think that's all we're going to get.
We're close to the finish line. It's time to end this.
As old Trotsky said, just as a lamp before going out shoots up in a brilliant... Oh? Did something... What was the sound? Oh, great.
Good work, 47. All there is left to do now is wait.
As old Trotsky said, just as a lamp...
At last, the actions of the first Constant catch up with him. Death feels like an easy way out for a man like Janus. Still...
We are close now, gentlemen. Both targets are dead. All mission objectives are completed. 47, once you've left Whittleton Creek, I will notify Providence of our discovery.
In the meantime, we'll go over the clues you found. Once we've located the Constant, we'll make our final move.
You make it sound so easy.
Hey, stay safe.
The Ark Society. One of Providence's more obscure outfits.
I've heard whispers. A survivalist club for the global elite. Billionaires preparing for a global collapse. And now we know the Constant will attend their next gathering. So where is it?
That's the catch. The report is redacted. No names, no location.
So it's a dead end. I can't track them, not without ICA backup.
Now, I'm no big shot analyst, But it seems to me, Janus was the Ark Society's founder, so chances are they'll want to pay their respects in private.
Track the coffin. Worth a shot.
You all right?
It comes back in flashes. Fear, anger, but like it happened to someone else.
Your gift and your curse. What they did to you. Well, I spent a long time feeling guilty about that. Now, I wonder who got the better deal.
Yes. Found something.
What are we looking at?
The ass end of nowhere. But this is where Janus's remains were shipped to. Our choice for a final resting place, wouldn't you say?
Not bad. So we stake it out. Await the next gathering. Then we waltz in and kidnap one of the world's most powerful men. Without ICA backup.
Like I said, it's a long shot.
We'll take it.
How did you not see this coming? My God, we came this close. The old man could have buried us all. Our families.
Do you think you feel more betrayed than I do? Get some perspective, please. Janus is dead. Lucas Gray is about to join him.
And a cornered animal is twice as dangerous.
Let's be perfectly clear. We were not exposed. The threat is neutralized. We are back on track.
Even so, from this point on, we expect you to take...
No. There is no way I'm doing that. How can you question my loyalty?
In case treachery is contagious.
Do you really want to do this to me?
Is there a problem, Secretary?
No problem whatsoever, Madam. Here's to loyalty.
My man on the island confirms that the Constant has arrived. We head out at sundown. Here, in case the crew get ideas.
Why are you doing this, Mr. Gray? You had a chance to walk away. Why didn't you?
A year ago, I'm working security for this banker, Cobb, only to find out he's a Providence operative. I've been running for decades, only to wind up where I started. We've all got barcodes on the back of our heads. Most people just never notice. 47 told me about your parents. How did they die?
Car bomb. Surrey, 1989. Company named Blue Seed didn't care to pay for their mistakes. But I like to think no one's untouchable.
I'm sorry for your loss.
You feel it, don't you? Unlike him, you feel it all. Everything you've done.
It's a dangerous thing. Having a conscience.
Attention, gentlemen. Our source on the island just made a critical discovery. The Constant has a poison chip embedded in his neck. A failsafe, in case he's compromised.
Damn it. We should have expected something like this. So, we subdue the Constant before he has time to react.
Not that simple. The device is remote-triggered, and during his stay on the island, 2 kill switches have been entrusted to twin sisters Zoe and Sophia Washington, 2 young, ambitious Providence operatives and newly appointed chairwomen of the Ark Society. Apparently, even the Constant is unaware of this arrangement.
Right, change of plans. We divide and conquer. 47 takes out the Washingtons, while I figure out a way to get the Constant off the island. It'll be tight, but once we're back at the ship, we should be able to surgically remove the chip before the partners have time to react. 47?
Tell me about the targets.
I know them from the Eye. Zoe and Sophia's father is president of a powerful conservative think tank, one of Providence's prime assets. The apples don't fall far from the tree.
No saints either. According to ICA files, the twins are pampered socialites who get their kicks from treasure hunting. Commanding a band of trigger-happy mercenaries, Zoe and Sophia prowl the world in search for ancient relics. With little regard for local culture or even human life, they stop at nothing to claim their prize. Well, collateral damage they may be, but safe to say, they have it coming.
The Isle of Sgàil, headquarters of the Ark Society. Founded by Janus in 1991, the Ark Society is the world's most exclusive club. Its plutocratic members fear the downfall of civilization, and they are willing to pay huge sums to ensure their own survival. Once a year, they gather here to shop the latest survival products and to showcase new initiatives and breakthroughs.
Right. These gatherings are shrouded in mystery, so we have limited intel on what to expect on the other side of the walls. The Washington twins are hosting their first annual gathering as chairwomen of the Ark Society, and the Constant is known to attend every year. Beyond that, you're on your own. Good luck, gentlemen. I dare say you're going to need it.
One more, I see. Won't you join us, sir? We were... I see someone's in a hurry to get inside.
Sir? Sorry, sir, can't let you through here. Not happening.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the annual gathering of...
Oh, hello, sir. Excuse me.
Say, is that the,
What's with that weird bird effigy?
It's the annual Phoenix ceremony. It symbolizes the collapse of civilization from which the Ark Society emerges unscathed.
Rebirth. I get it.
Interesting. Zoe Washington is going to partake in a ceremony, symbolizing the downfall of civilization from which the Ark Society will emerge unscathed. Apparently, a giant phoenix-shaped effigy is set on fire, with Zoe inside it. Well, I suggest you locate this master of ceremonies who lights the fire, 47. If this doesn't sound like an accident waiting to happen, I don't know what does.
What's new is that the master of ceremonies will light the fire with Zoe Washington inside. Hey. Strange. Meh.
cars totaled since December 2000.
I think it's mine, Go see my ophthalmologist. I could be waiting for them tokens. I wouldn't even know it.
Kind of repels and grenades in the temple.
Granted, but still.
Seriously, would you care? Some filthy rich broad floats danger to feel alive. I say let her. They pay for her silence, not our concern.
Yeah, I guess you're right. As a safety advisor, I would like to file a complaint about the Walthrough. Yeah, this thing is basically a test track. Call back when you get this done.
Must be way ahead of me by now.
Yes, it's me. Thank you for calling back after all. I appreciate it.
Mister, good evening.
Inscribed ancient hammer. Remember those stage guys who were actually finding something out of the door? Fuckers. Can't believe those are.
You know, if those ancient civilizations were so great up in their own head, we represent the new pinnacle of man. So they it's only fair that we get to have some of their cool stuff.
What? Oh! Oh,
Hey, you alright? Hey, wake up. Oh, shit. Yeah, we need some security and paramedics here. I don't know, it's a mess. It looks like some kind of accident, but I don't know yet. Come on. Secure affirmative command establishing perimeter. Commence bagging and tagging if needed. Over.
You do it. Seriously, I'll pay you.
me? You're the master of ceremony.
I'm a multiple Tony award-winning playwright. And famously reclusive. It's part of my brand. Never go in the spot like this. Besides, I do chamber plays. Spectre. What if people hate it?
They won't hate it, Mr. Fenniger. It's just entertainment.
Entertainment? Lord, what have I done? Did I let her talk me into this?
Should I tell Miss Washington that you won't be going on stage? Everyone's waiting for you.
God, no. No, she frightens me. Just give me a moment to control the nerves.
All right, Mr. Fenniger. Regular.
Faster. It has to be something real. Who's this guy? Oh, must be the MOC.
A handsome pledge, and yet a drop in the ocean. Zoe Washington. The Ark Society recognizes you as our founder's rightful successor, our inspiration, our guiding light, the custodian of our future.
Excellent work, 47. Enjoy the spotlight.
Patrons of the Ark Society, you are part of a select, chosen few. Our founder, Janus, showed us how to survive. But survival is not enough. We must live and we must soar. The Ark Society must not only commit itself to survival, but to progress, be it our next home in the stars or the next step in human evolution. This is the eternal purpose of the elite. Not just to lead, but to lead from the front. When the time comes and all comes tumbling down, when mankind retreats once more into caves of superstition, we will keep the fire alight. We will be the torchbearers, the trailblazers and pioneers. Do not feel guilty for your privilege. Be proud. Be fearless. For the future is ours to shape.
Hey.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, man, you're looking jacked.
Okay, you Outlander. All dressed to kill. Now, let's do this thing. Light her up.
As the world burns, we rise from its ashes. Not just to survive, but to live.
One target down. Nice work, 47. Next up, Sophia Washington.
Council's still in session?
No, they've called a recess. Sophia Washington wants them to pass some kind of motion, but one of the council members is fighting her tooth and nail.
Huh. Wouldn't happen to be Jebediah Block, the coal baron, would it?
Yeah, how do you know?
Well, I happen to know he's on the council. He's one of the original 5, you know, the first people to fund the Ark Society back in '91. Plus, I just walked in on Sophia Washington screaming Block's name while beating up a pillow cushion. Oh, she was properly pissed.
Jeez, must mean a lot to her. What's it about?
What am I, paparazzi? I just work for these assholes. Same with you.
Well, star flying. Sophia the schemer.
What's she up to this time?
You know that Kronstadt designer in charge of the brain upload program?
Sure. What did he do?
I don't know. But she seemed real interested in this invention of his. Something called...
That's him. The Constant. Providence's top controller. Everything depends on capturing him alive.
Well, that's what you get for inventing junk switches, I suppose.
No deviations from the schedule. Every gift is set to be in its place and very excellent. The Ark wouldn't be what it is without all the small Mr. Ark, you look troubled. James. I'm a friend of the Ark Society, yes. If I may be so bold, I heard about your predicament, and, well, I believe I may offer a fresh perspective. Why not? Shoot. All right. Say the world does collapse. The weather goes haywire, the poles melt, and the Ark Society heads off to a comfortable Arctic sanctuary, while the rest of civilization falls into chaos.
It's about to just sounds great to me. No more needy assholes. Why wait?
Well, You do realize what kind of place it'll be, right?
What are you talking about?
100 or so people. No market, no economy, no social structures. It will be like a space colony. Everyone equal and dependent on each other. It will be egalitarian, sir. It will be, well, communist.
That's what I paid almost $2 billion for. Why didn't anyone tell me sooner?
Merely food for thought, Mr. Block. Good night.
I need to think.
Whoa! Oh. And it's back on.
Come on!
So, brain uploads, huh? Living forever.
Yeah. I'm not doing that. Not in a million years.
think collapse will go hand in hand with the bank or nuclear?
Did I miss the connect?
Miss Washington, after due consideration, I have revised my position. I would like to support your motion.
Well, well, look at you, Block. Finding your good sense and manners. Come along, then. I'll call a vote at once.
Take my word on this.
I knew you'd come around. You're stubborn, Block, but you're not a schmuck. You know I'm right. The analysts at my father's think tank have been grinding the data for months, and they are rarely wrong. The Karuna Agreement, climate litigation. We estimate that fossil fuel companies like yours have a decade, at best, before you're all resigned to the junkyard of history. And what kind of secret society would we be if we didn't keep each other in power?
What indeed?
I knew we could talk sense. Just vote in favor of my motion, and I promise you, Block, you'll power the world for decades to come. But who cares how, as long as you're the one getting paid.
Ain't that the truth?
Friends and founders, the recess is over. Let's return to the council room and proceed with the vote.
Well, you've certainly placed yourself at the crossroads of history. Nicely done, 47.
Let's reiterate. For decades, you, the titans of the energy industry, have conspired to obscure the truth about climate change through lobbying, misinformation, and propaganda. This strategy has been incredibly successful, but all good things must come to an end. It is time for you to adapt or die, ladies and gentlemen. This is why our analysts have devised a 10-year transition plan to keep you in power. Play this right, and you will not only thrive, but this time, you will be the good guys. In other words, you have nothing to lose. So, everyone in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. Aye.
Yay or nay, Block? Silence is consent.
Nay.
Excuse me?
You heard me. Nay.
Oh, for the love of... idiot.
Son of a...
Blocked. You stupid.
That's 4 ayes and 1 nay. Jebediah Block vetoes the motion. This council is adjourned until further notice. Block. A word? Upstairs. Right away, please. So, are you gonna tell me what the hell you're playing at?
Just looking out for number 1.
Don't be an idiot. There's no future in coal, Block. You have one choice. Go green or go extinct. Now, personally, I don't give a shit if you go the way of the dodo, but you are one of the Ark Society's biggest contributors. We'd hate to lose your business. Besides, if terrestrial coal goes under, who will pay for your children's survival? Your grandkids. After all, nobody says disaster will strike in our lifetime. You have a moral duty to stay rich, Block.
Nice try. But I don't have grandchildren.
You just had to make this difficult, didn't you? Here's the deal, Block. My family and we serve a group of powerful individuals who prefer to stay anonymous. Letting the climate go to hell in a handbasket has served their interests well, but only up to a point. You see, they are sitting on some patents that'll knock your socks off. Weather control systems, recycling pollution as fuel, cold fusion, you name it. And they plan to make trillions protecting the world from the very threat they worked so hard to create. To do so, they need you guys to quite literally stop fighting windmills.
Huh. The truth at last. And what's in it for Jebediah Block?
Gentlemen, please give me and Mr. Block a moment. Now, here's the stick. We know about Montana. The mine collapse in 2015. It would be a shame if the American public got wind of your somewhat...
No! Both targets down. Impressive work, 47. And now, to confront the Constant. Mr. Gray, what's your status?
I'm at the helicopter, but the place is crawling with security. 47, you better bring the Constant to one of the boats in the harbor where it's quiet. You can use the kill switch to coerce him.
The Washingtons are dead. I have the kill switch.
What did you say? How could you know about that?
You will head towards the harbor. No sudden moves. No signs or warnings. I will trigger the device if I need to.
I know you. The boy in the picture. I have his eyes. You're Burnwood's assassin.
Move.
Partners no more, I take it. I had a notion something didn't sit right with my mentor's betrayal. You murdered him, I take it, to get to me.
Not just that. He had it coming.
Interesting. It was my impression that you were cured of such sentiment. The good doctor built his serum specifically to target the seats of your emotions. Has Miss Burnwood's sense of justice rubbed off on you? I wonder.
Just keep walking.
Fine, but fallout, nuclear winter, it'll point.
Hello there, sir.
You want a bomb? Do a little research into the pandemic. Some of the vulnerabilities in so-called modern education practices. A boom.
For what it's worth, Janus always found Ortmeyer's project distasteful, not to mention inefficient. But alas, sometimes you have to play the hand you're dealt.
Oh, I know.
Climate change. Sophia Washington is trying to persuade Janus's original 5 to embrace the Green Revolution.
That chance. The original 5 are all energy. You guys actually invented climate. No, it's not a lot. And
Good to see you, sir.
I take it this is not an ICA-sanctioned operation. What exactly does Miss Burnwood plan to achieve by targeting her clients? Violating her own code?
She's doing it for us.
I have some of the world's most
Good.
prominent people
Oh, I
witnessing
see.
their last respect.
Penny drops. I should have known. How does a man leave no trace? By not existing in the first place. Lucas Gray. Or was it Subject 6? He died when the Institute went up in flames, but no body was ever produced. And unlike you, his rage never faded. So, now you want the partners, the men behind the curtain who've caused you all this pain? Well, before you go knocking down a wall, you better make sure it's not load-bearing.
I'm glad I'm rich, though. I was rich before I married him, and now I
I need the board. Hello, sir.
Mr. Edwards, still think this is maintenance?
Oh, Miss Burnwood, what have you done? Changing horses midstream? Truly unprofessional.
You know what we want.
Where is the carrot?
No carrot. You're useless to the partners. Compromised. Even if we let you live, you can never return. Why die protecting them?
When I can drag them down with me.
It's a bad hand, but it's all you've got.
Three families. That's all it took. The Ingrams, the Carlyles, the Stuyvesants. 3 dynasties secretly pooling their resources over generations, creating a singularity so dense that nothing escapes its gravity.
Never heard of them.
Well, they've heard of you. In fact, you just became the top of their agenda.
Go. We can't give them time to retaliate.
Don't take your eyes off him.
Be careful.
Well, here we are again. I must admit I am disappointed, Miss Burnwood. I had such big plans for you.
Save it. I know the truth now. You're outplayed. You have nothing left to bargain with.
You're so certain. So sure of the people closest to you. He never fails, does he? He never misses his mark. You found a window into his past. And yet, something else remains hidden. A simple truth you learned long ago.
Diana!
Coming!
No one, Miss Burnwood, is untouchable.